Reflecting on the current situation in our country, we've learned that disasters can happen anytime. Disasters like natural disasters, to be specific. Natural disasters such as earthquakes, volcanic eruption, typhoons, and others, which cannot be prevented. Having the knowledge and awareness of the different precautionary measures to be considered in order to avoid further damage and casualties is a must. Thus, this video will give high emphasis on the typhoons and different disasters preparedness to be taken account to address such phenomena.
Vulnerability to hazard with COP and disaster. A disaster between interaction development process that generate condition of exposure. The combination of the severity and frequency of a hard number of people and assets exposed to the hazard and their vulnerability to danger and the disaster. Your face and dangerous physical injury may also lose your possessions and community. Such treasure face of you risk for emotional and physical health problems. Stress reaction after a disaster look very much like the common reaction of personal trauma. Personal trauma was defined as involving any of the following trauma experience, like emotional neglect and physical abuse.
Disaster preparedness about typhoon. Today, we will learn how purposive communication applies to public service announcement about disaster preparedness. It's 21st century and a massive development of technology right now is in our hands, and it's easy to disseminate information through communication. Here in Philippines, we have a government agency called Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical and Astronomical Services Administration, in short PAGASA, which will give us a warning for an upcoming typhoon. Through broadcasting in the radio and television, we listen. Through listening, we learn, and with that reason, we respond by preparing and persuading other people to also prepare for the upcoming typhoon in order for us to be safe. We don't want any major casualties and loss in the aftermath. That's why being prepared ahead of time can save a lot of trouble. Yes, we cannot stop this disaster to happen, but we can prepare for this. The stronger the wind, the strongest our will to survive. And that's how very important communication is.
Typhoons hitting the Philippines is something Filipinos have come to expect. In fact, an average of 20 or more typhoons hit the country per year. It is inevitable. Now, the question is, are we prepared? We can't stop typhoon, but we can prepare to avoid and minimize casualties. Means being knowledgeable on what to do before, during, and after. Here's some preparedness. Before the typhoon, keep updated to the news. Inspect the house and perform repairs if needed. Prepare emergency kit. Prepare ready-to-eat food and water for 3 days. During the typhoon, save your phone battery, radio, flashlight for emergency. Disconnect appliances or switch off main source of electricity. Stay calm and stay alert. Monitor weather report. After the typhoon, check for any damage. Stay away from flood waters. They carry waterborne diseases. Do not turn on the power supply first. They may be switches that get wet.
to inform and being able to have knowledge and preparing for future phenomena is very necessary. There will be typhoon crossing around the boundary, so everyone is advised to prepare all of your supplies and prepare yourself for the things that might happen. The typhoon is strong and citizen is advised to transfer immediately to evacuation areas. For those who did not execute will not be forced, but instead be prepared and ready for the typhoon. For further information, always visit and check the news to know what to do and where to go if some of you wants to evacuate their area. Everyone's cooperation is necessary in this calamity. We hope everyone will listen and advise to the advice of the authority.
Disaster preparedness tips for typhoon. Do and don'ts. First, never assume and underestimate the extent of disaster. Second, don't get carried away by rumors or do not spread rumors. Only rely on verified information for legitimate sources. Third, obey orders from government. Fourth, when disaster strikes, don't panic. Stay calm. Fifth, stay focused to keep your senses alert and functioning. Sixth, before helping someone, make sure that you yourself is safe and capable to do. So what we gonna do in case of typhoon? Stay indoor and keep calm. Monitor TV and radio reports. Trim trees near your house. Keep roads clear for emergency vehicles. Evacuate if necessary. Have flashlight and radio with fresh batteries. Stock up on food, water, first aid supplies. Turn off electronics, gas, or water in case of flooding. And the last one is avoid low-lying areas, cliff. Do not cross flowing streams.